I believe there's this period where when people did something to you that you feel like, damn, I really hope that you would never, ever do that to me. But then you ended up being the person to do this to me. Whether it's your first love, a friend, whoever. It was like, damn, I really, really was praying that you would come to your senses, basically. And then it's like, okay, well, you know what? You did this. I kind of already knew that this was in your character to do. I just wanted to make sure and I wanted to know that, you know, I could be proven wrong. My instinct was incorrect. And you come and prove me wrong. But that's not how reality works. So when you find that those things happening to you, there's this period in between to where you really want to hate them, you want to resent them, you want to be like, yo, fuck this person. I will never ever talk to them again. I I I I I I don't know what it is. Why would you do this to me? Why me? And you just want to kind of throw a pity party for yourself. And honestly, do that. Go through that motion. Go through the hatred, because what's on the other side of that is love. Love, because you realize you cannot control other people. And it hurts to say in the moment. But in reality, it's freeing. It's actually freeing. No matter what that person did to you. And sometimes our brain likes to make it to where we think somebody did something so bad to us when in reality they just started to live their life again. They didn't want to get hung up on the relationship. They didn't want to get hung up on the friendship. They didn't want to get hung up in the bad emotions. So they started to live again. And it only feels like an attack to you because you felt like they owed you more because of how much you did for them. And they owed you more because of the bond, and they owed you more because of this and that, when it's like, no, they didn't do anything wrong. They simply decided to live. And that's all we came here to do. Every one of us try to look for meaning within our lives, within our lives. When it's like, no, we simply come here to live. So when it seems like somebody is doing something directly towards you, sometimes they are. But sometimes, if you know their character and you knew that, it was in their character to do something like this, why do you think that, it would be in their character to go against their character? Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless they actually done the deep work. But if you knew that you would know these things using your intuition, and then kind of convince yourself, like, please prove me wrong. When it's like, no, they proved you right because you knew this all along. And it's going to hurt. You're going to hate them for a little bit. But within that hate, unless they've done something so completely terrible to you, and I feel like no matter what the extent is, each of us have this inner knowing that everything that's done to us is done for us, no matter what you're feeling in that moment. So I think no matter what the extent of this person doing whatever it is to you, you can never truly hate them, because then you wouldn't become the person you are today. Then you wouldn't know a bunch of shit about your intuition and the trust that you have in yourself after the situation. There's so many things that you simply wouldn't know, to where you love them even more. You love them for being them, because they showed you through being them that people are capable of this. Then when you take it a step deeper, you're just like them. You just don't choose to do those type of actions, but we're all the same. That's why when it comes to mirrors, through celebrities, through situations we see on the news and whatever the fuck, we have such strong emotions to it. Why? Because it connects to something deep, deep, deep down inside of us that we know we can access. We just choose not to. And when it comes to somebody doing something that you felt betrayed, like I felt betrayed at so many things that I look back and I think like, bro, that was just that person living. You felt like they should have been hung up on you. You felt like they should have came back and confessed their love. You felt like they should have apologized. You felt like they should have told you how much they appreciated you and everything that you did for them, and like all of this extra shit that they don't have to do. And that's where we don't realize it. We all think we're these great people, but in reality, we're all trying to control an aspect of someone else's life, whether we like it or not. We all try to control reactions, how other people think, how other people through many things that we do, so we can have some type of certainty that tomorrow we'll still have these people in our life. And it's just not sustainable, because at the end of the day, we're all human to where we all have our own free will. And most times when you have situations where you feel like somebody have done something to you so bad, they really didn't. Even when somebody cheats on you, even when somebody fucks your best friend, even when somebody does all these terrible things, they didn't do it to you. They did it to reveal themselves to you. They did it because this was already in their character, and you continued. 9 times out of 10, you continue to neglect the red flags. And this was shown to you through their actions that this was always going to happen, regardless of whether you were the one it happened to or somebody else. And even through them doing it to you, it's very unfortunate, but you could have stopped them from doing it to somebody else based off of what they feel and how you reacted to that as well. So it's like, everything is for our greater good, whether we believe it or not. And I just believe just gotta let them.